RaRe Ka Maai here, or RaRe Ka by Mystics. Trying to get a little bit light, extra lighting for you all. I haven't got my usual lamp which goes over and shines bright. It's in the children's room right now, so I'm using a little something different. My phone. Anywho, today we are doing the reading for the 18th of the 4th 2018. Okay, and that is equaling to a 6 vibration. And you know, the 1 and the 8 is a 9 vibration, which is all about being of service, humanitarian, teacher, the endings and beginnings, completing, rebirthing, starting afresh, starting anew, coincides really well with the new moon that we just had in Pisces. You know, I'm dealing with the True Sidereal Astrology. Give thanks to Athens Chimnity. Sorry, butchered your name. You can check him out at Mars in the Zodiac. Okay. Yeah, so the 6th vibration is also governed by Venus, and the moon actually is in Taurus this day as well, just moved into Taurus. And one thing about Taurus energy, it not sloth. I was gonna sloth came to mind, but just indulging. You know, Venus is that indulger anyhow, and Taurus takes well after that. Love is a big foodie. You know, I have a Taurus in my in house, and yeah, food is a thing. Like, just don't get sloppy. Okay, don't overdo the eating. You know, and yes, relax, take time, enjoy your creature comforts, but also know there's a time and a place for everything. Don't do anything in excess, you know. Today is Mercury'day as well, and we have a lot of swords on deck here. And I said to myself, what, just because Mercury's gone retrograde, like everything's just communication. And then I didn't even think about it today. Yeah, it is Mercury'day for the day's reading. I am doing it on the Tuesday, but yeah, we're doing it, moving ahead forward. And so today's color resonating or resonance is yellow, yellow mellow. And the aromatherapy is lavender, and the mineral therapy is mercury, you know, or some people say quicksilver, right? And the quote for today, for Mercury'day, is communicate clearly, clarify often, and travel frequently. Okay, and with Mercury, you always have to be mindful of how you are learning, what you are teaching. And yes, I'm always, I have Mercury in my third house right now, and sorry, not Mercury in my third house. I have a lot of third house activation at this time. And I'm finding myself getting kind of annoyed with myself because I am letting things slip that's pre the time. And it's like, yesterday I spoke about Chiron going into Aquarius. It's not in Aquarius just yet. And again, I'm talking about the true sidereal astrology, not the tropical or the Western astrology. It's not in Pisces. It's not in it is still in Pisces. In fact, it's not in Aquarius just yet, because I assumed, I made an ass of myself. Yes, just said, because the tropical astrology says that it is Chiron is moving into Aries on the 17th. And I assume that it must be moving, yes, on the same 17th. But as I know, the signs move almost backwards in regards to tropical and sidereal. So I just said, okay, it must be moved on the same day, but it hasn't actually moved. It hasn't actually moved. I don't know how the science works with that. I am still learning. So I apologize for fucking it up and shit. I don't like that myself. But I'm always going to be first one to put my hands up and be like, look, yeah, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Okay, so even if I do give you any incorrect information, like I said, I will always be coming back and telling you, look, I'm sorry. And since Saturn is going, it has gone retrograde this day, the 17th. I did a lot of introspective work as I was guided to, as the guidance was there for the day. And I got to know a lot more about myself, and it was so it's just nice because it makes you understand yourself a lot better and know how to really access and work your power. And since using the True Sidereal Astrology, I really understand my power, understand my power a lot more. You know, I have actually 4 planets in Ophiuchus. So yeah, everything that I am, I'm understanding it much better. And so yeah, it's a beautiful thing once you can get the correct information and apply it, understand it, and work with it. So we are still in the 4th month of structure, building, grounding, affirming. Okay, keep doing your clearing out. I actually halted my clearing because that room has not been finished yet, and I just found a new box that I have to deal with. So my deadline has been extended to finish that room, but I'm going to get it done before the end of this month. Yeah, I set it. So before the end of this month, way before the end of the month, at least good 5 days before the end of the month, I am going to finish that room and I'm going to have my space back. Yay! But it was a spare room and I was using it to do my craft and work and stuff, but then it turned into something else and now we need the space for something else, and yeah, it's all good. Anyways, 11, using your intuition. 11, yeah, using your intuition, high vibration unions, you know, partnerships. And that 8 resonance as well is just coming at me. Holding your own personal power, organizing yourself, making a business of your talents. You know, that 1 and the 8 is initiating new ways of doing things, new ways of being. And with the 6 vibration totality, it's all about feeling that bliss, that harmony within, so that it can express in your reality. Okay, yes, enjoy your creature comforts, but don't be overzealous with it. Balance is key, but we must enjoy life, definitely. Give thanks for all that you have. Give thanks for the lessons learned and the blessings earned. Okay, so let's check out the cards for today. Angel message, we have Archangel Uriel came up again, and we have light, commitment, and aspiration. And Archangel Uriel's affirmation is, excuse me, I am one with everyone in peace and serenity, reminding us again that we don't need to be codependent to anything. We are already interdependent. Okay, we are already one. Anybody that you're missing, that you haven't seen in a while, that you want to get, like, you're already one. You're already connected. If you're not connected at this time, it's for a reason. So give thanks for the connection that you did have, and know that in one dimension or another, you are connected. Okay, focus on the wisdom that you gain from that connection, even. And know that you are spiritually connected. And not every connection that you have, actually, you really should attain or sustain. If it's gone physically, then sometimes let it go. And know that you were once one. And you are, and you can be again. Maybe not physically, but definitely spiritually. Okay? Knowing that we are all one, we are all connected some way, somehow. Well, you have to dwell on the connection. Remember that you are a part of the whole. and your part, unique to you, has to be fulfilled, and no one else can do it but you. So work on that in peace and serenity. I'm in the middle of recording. No worries. And we have light, and the affirmation is I am light. Remembering that, you know, being light is about being free and peace and serenity, being peaceful, being peace filled, you know, being hopeful. I think I'm reading here, and being inspired by your highest heights. And just looking at this card here for the I'm jumping, but we have 34 in the Vortex Messages. It says inspired action is always pleasurable action, which I believe we had yesterday as well, about you being inspired by your highest heights. And that's always going to be the best outcome, when you can tune into your higher self, when you can tune into your highest guides, your divine guidance. And that's the 7th, spirituality, tuning into understanding that spirit is first and matter is after, you know, and being light. And again, with this Taurus moon phase this day, like, stay light, eat light. Okay, because you know Taurus is known as the bull, and the bull is quite a heavy animal. And you could be heavy in thoughts, heavy in food, heavy in just sometimes Taurus always reminds me of the hoarder that I used to be. That we need to even pack light, you know, clear up, and then you can be clearer. And remember to stay light and get that divine guidance. We need to have a clear vessel. So drink plenty of water. Yes, water is a cure all for me. And then we have commitment, and the affirmation is I am committed to my vision. Yes, being committed to your highest heights, your highest good, committing yourself to what you know is best and works well for you individually as an interdependent being, not a codependent one. Commit yourself to your highest good. Find out what that means. Again, knowing thyself is imperative. And to start, you have to love yourself enough to want to find out these things. Okay? And until you will be working from your highest good, striving always to be your highest height. And that's the greatest commitment of all. Then we have aspiration. And the affirmation is I aspire to the great and glorious version of you, the most great, the most glorious version of you. Give thanks to my brother I spoke to today, Achibandan God. You know, you said I am great, and I love that. I haven't heard anybody say it with such zeal. Like, it was typing, but I felt it, you know. And it was like, yes, that's what I like to hear. That is, boom. Know that you are great, and you can be greater, and you shall be greater, and you should be greater, and you should aspire higher. You know, upright your roots, you know, check your roots, stand them upright, and aspire higher. Ground yourself, affirm yourself, and aspire higher. Underneath the deck, we have abundance, positivity, and power. Archangel Michael. Yes, we are abundant beings. The only thing that's blocking us is the lack of realizing that this is what it is. The fear, the doubt is what blocks us from understanding that we are abundant being and we can have anything and everything we want. Yes, and I even spoke to a sister in the Sainsbury's today, and she was saying that, you know, we were talking about these contactless cards, and I haven't been a fan of it. I never got it when it first came out, but my card has been in its last limbs for a minute, and I ordered a new card, and I didn't specify. I didn't know it was just a mandatory. Not that it's mandatory, but they will just send it out with contactless ability. But she was saying, you know, what if, and because we know that they say that you can't spend more than £30 on a transaction doing it contactless. And I thought, and I said, yeah. And she was saying, like, you know, £30 can be a big loss. What if it's your last £30? And we're just talking about the Aquarius age and stuff. And I didn't really pull it up about that or say, like, you know, we are abundant beings, because as I was clearing up, I did think about that. I felt like I should have said that to her. But it is true that we are abundant beings. The only thing that blocks us is the fact that we are blocking ourselves, or that we are holding back something, without holding back ourselves or holding on too tight to something else that's not allowing the abundance to freely flow. And again, that could mean holding on to old items, having your spaces cluttered, holding on to old thought patterns, non-conducive thought patterns. And here we go, Archangel Michael with his sword helps you to release all non-conducive energies and thoughts and people. Okay, stay positive and light about it. Own your power. Know that you have the power, and it's always best to own your own personal power and not try and coerce others with your power or try to exude your power onto others. Okay, and we have here number 11 for the Vortex card, and it says, I have control of the vibration I offer. Yes, today I let it rip. My sister threw down keys to me, and I had the babies outside, and he hit my youngest in the face. I cussed her so hard with all the fucks. And I don't usually cuss like that. I would cuss without those fucks, but today I let all the fucks out. And yeah, I was definitely in control of that, because I just wanted to know, like, what the hell was you thinking? Usually I'll say something like, what the hell, but fucks came out. I just wanted it to really drum in, like, are you alright? See, I can't even cuss like with all the fucks normally. I just wanted to ask. Yeah, it was nuts. But I was in control of that moment, and I know it was the most crassest thing I could say. But I knew, I felt as I was saying, and I said, like, yeah, this is what I want her to understand, because this is how she understands. But it's about using your intuition and controlling yourself and how you want to be, I say, perceive or portray in yourself, Yeah, and I felt all my neighbors around the place just being like, oh, eesh. And I fuck it, like, I'll go in for my children. I go in for any pain, really. I don't like to see people in pain. But I'm also a healer, so it took probably like 3 loud cries. Gave him a little, some of my healing hands. Asked Archangel Raphael to come in, and was moving because we was going out to ride in the scooter, and it just happened just after we came back from the shopping. And so it's almost like it looked like we probably wouldn't end up going, but I knew that all you needed is to affirm the healing, and nothing actually came up on his face, but I could see it was about to raise up, but we affirmed that it wouldn't, and we asked for guidance to allow it not to. And we were on our way, and we had a nice little trip out there until we got back, and it was all the reminders and stuff. But still, remember that we have the power, and we have higher guides that can help us in all situations. At the end of it, I should have told her. I did come in and say to her, it's my bad, maybe I could have asked the children to move to the side. But there you go, in the midst of that, after I recollecting the event, last thing I wanted to shout at her is like, thanks for the lesson. And as I came in, I realized that, yeah, maybe I could have had the children to the side. But yes, now we know. Learn lessons equates earns blessings, We have control of our vibration now that we offer. So be mindful of how you're exuding yourself. Be free, do what you need to do, but be mindful of it. You know, always try and stay in the light and up, but also like express yourself, let those feelings out. Let those feelings out, whether it's you being pissed off, you being angry, you being frustrated, tired, however, whatever. Let it out and realize, is this serving me or not? Someone posted something similar actually today. And yeah, I haven't been on the Facebook for a minute, but I was there doing a little browsing today. I did a lot today actually. I was thinking about all the scenarios I just pointed out. Yeah, there was a lot going on. And yes, it's important to let the feelings come up, realize them, access them, let them flow out, and know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Okay, underneath the deck we have, there are many right ways for us to behave. There you go, boom. 28, and that's a 10. Spirit first, matter after. Because you know, like I said, I don't usually, when I'm in the midst of anger, any kind of like, which I haven't been in a long time, confrontation or just wants to cuss somebody out, I don't usually use the FUs. I can say FU in conversation, as passing, as joking really, but not in anger. I'm usually quite expressive in different ways. But today I got a different way to act. There was another way to behave, you know. And yes, we have to give thanks for that. Maybe that just the realizing that you are many facets, and then you can access many facets. And it's always good to stay in your highest vibration. Realize when you're not in your highest vibration. Okay, and for your tarot message, we have the 10 of Wands, the Page of Cups, the 7 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, we have here energy of someone someone's burdened with a lot of things to do, lots of things to, just a lot of things. They're burdened with a lot of things. Okay, they come into a completion of having to carry all of these things, all of these actions, all of these passions, all of these spiritual understanding, spiritual knowings. Okay, and there is another person on the side that sees this burdensomeness and wants to alleviate this. Okay, but somehow, some way, they are running away from the truth because they feel like they have some truth to speak, but they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They're being indecisive about speaking the truth, but they know the truth is inevitable. Underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Swords. The truth is inevitable because it's going to come out fast and furious through spirit first and matter after. Okay, the sun is gonna be out on this truth that's trying to be hidden. This is young energy holding back, even though they want to offer some emotional bliss. They're holding back their energy because they're scared of the truth that they have to offer and how it's going to be received. But there's no holding back because the sun is coming out. Okay, spiritually, mentally, they already know. They're just sitting back and waiting for you to put it out in the physical, because they're already in tuned. They might not be able to tell you physically or understand it physically, but spiritually they already know what's up. They know what's up. They're on their square. They've already sought this information out. They already can see you from miles away, And like again, I feel like the energy is like in the physical, you can't tell. But spiritually, this person's already building on a different wave because of this truth that you're holding back and not wanting to understand. All they have to do is heal physically and spiritually. They're about this enlightenment. The tower's about to erupt. And singledom is going to come to somebody real soon. And it will be a wish fulfillment, because there will be another offer, a more concrete and bliss-filled offer, a real tangible offer to come. Okay? Because they are the Empress. They are the Empress. It could be you that I'm speaking to, and you are dealing with somebody else that is holding back some truths from you, trying to give you some, but not it all. The Empress can see, at least can feel the facade, the blocking, the deception, and the hold back. And it has to do with family and partnerships, unions. But the Empress will require that real good, with or without your truth physically, because the Empress already knows it spiritually. And for your angel card, we have passion, angel, romance angels. We have make the effort, and you deserve love. And usually we have this connected, the tarot message connected to the love message, but not so much here. We have one card here that signifies the connection, or that is, I've been told is a connection, is that you deserve love. In this situation here, you are lovable. You have to love thyself first before you wait for another to show you the love. Okay, if they're not really giving it to you as you know you should, or you deserve it, then they don't really love you, because likely they don't love themselves enough. And so trying to find love and trying to gain love and trying to muster up a love from somebody that doesn't love themselves is futile, is a no-go. It's a waste of energy and time. You know, be the example. Love yourself first. If that means detaching yourself from them, then do that. Show them that you love yourself enough to know what is good and what is not good for me, what you're going to stand and what you're not going to stand for, what you are, how you can be and should be valued. And if they can't do that, you have to do it for yourself. And not even really, you should do that for yourself first and foremost. Let you be the example of what you want people to give and show you. Okay? But there's another set where there is passion and you should make an effort. Okay? Allow your heart and soul to sing with love. And it says, great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. And actually this is another one connected to this card as well. Other than the message that we had from tarot, is that in loving yourself, it takes time and effort, and you have to be passionate about that. Understanding yourself, being your highest self, is loving thyself, and that takes time and effort and passion. You know, it takes you to go within. Honeymoon, we have here romantic feelings and trust. Again, introspect, go within and take time for yourself. Even go take yourself out. Okay, there are some romantic feelings that you have, and they are worth exploring. And it's good, this trust, this situation is calling for you to have faith. Sometimes just holding back is enough. Always loving yourself first is what's needed. You have to take time to do what you need to do for you before you try and expect anybody else to do it for you. It never works that way. It's futile, like I said. It doesn't last long. It's not sustainable. And there's always going to be ups, downs, rocky roads with that. So always remember, we have to love ourselves first by getting to know who we truly are and why we came to be, and be that and do that, and then be in our highest vibration. Okay, so on this 18th for the 4th 2018, it's Mercury Day. Great day to be introspective and think about what you've learned so far in this time. You know, communicate clearly with yourself and your highest guides. You know, clear up your thought patterns. They're not conducive to you. Clear up your energy, clear up your spaces. You know, tune into your highest vibration. To go there, you know, wisdom of spirituality. Stay light, commit yourself to your highest vibration, aspire higher, you know, think positive about yourself, affirm your reality, you know that there are many ways to behave. Nothing is wrong, it's just a lesson for you to learn, a way to grow and be different and do things differently. And being different's all good. We didn't come here to be the same. Remember, we are interdependent. Let's move away from being codependent. You have the power, you know. You have the power. Good thanks. Have a beautiful day. Fantabulous day, baby. Ciao.